My name is Ashley, and this is Let's Talk Dispatch.
I do. You're gonna do it. Do it really well.
And I believe the world needs more dispatchers.
Around in the mud, blood, and
plus
beer.
years that I'm not working 4th of July. 4th of July.
You're saying community policing, right? What about community dispatching?
So, on this show, with the help of my guests, we will educate, empower, and support the heroes behind the headset.
Right.
My name is Ashley Valenzuela. I'm a 911 dispatcher out in the state of California, and I believe the world needs more dispatchers. When I first started this job in the state of California, I wasn't considered a first responder. That wasn't until September 11th of 2020 when AB 1945 was passed. Only then was I considered, on paper, a first responder. And even now, to this day, only 18 states out of the 50 recognize the life-saving work that 911 dispatchers do. And that's disappointing. And even in the state of California, we have so much more work to do. With that being said, I want to talk about a bill that's on the governor's desk currently. That bill being SB 284, also known as Stern. And that bill is focusing on workers' compensation for PTSI. So this is straight from NENA. NENA is an organization that works for and with and by 911 dispatchers. And they advise for the past 2 years, they've been working to promote the passage of workers' compensation benefits to dispatchers for easier access to post-traumatic stress injury treatment. And they were pleased to report the bill they have sponsored, SB 284 Stern, was successfully approved by the legislator and is pending action by the governor. He now has the option to either sign it into law or veto it by September 30th of this year. So I'd just like to take the time to voice my letter of support for this bill. Dear Governor Newsom, on behalf of myself and other 911 professionals in California, I request your signature on SB 284, also known as Stern, an important measure which provides easier access to PTSI care for first responders, including those who facilitate California's robust network of 911 response. Dispatchers are career professionals who answer over 27 million 911 calls annually. We are dedicated to making 911 and public safety communications work better. We measure our success in the lives that are saved by the 911 system each and every day. Collectively, we advocate for an improved emergency telephone number network through research, planning, training, and education, and strive towards citizens having immediate access to emergency public safety services so that the safety of human life, protection of public property, and civic welfare are benefited to the utmost degree. Public safety dispatchers are highly trained individuals and routinely communicate with people in great distress, including during active shooter situations. Dispatchers can coach callers through first aid, collect information to provide situational awareness for those responding units, and negotiate hostile situations. 911 dispatchers never know what type of call they're answering. It could be a suicidal teenager, a barking dog, a robbery, a parking plate, or a case of identity theft. After they complete that call, they must answer the next call without time to decompress, often going from call to call for hours on end. Over many years, this career takes a toll on us and on the lives of our families and loved ones. It is very common for family members or spouses to remark on who we were before the job and who we are now. Some of the calls we have taken still haunt us weeks, years, decades later. This trauma and stress can sometimes lead to physical and emotional illness, including failure of usual coping mechanisms, loss of interest in the job or normal life activities, personality changes, loss of ability to function, and physiological disruption in one's personal life. Often, these issues are left unresolved because there is no place for a dispatcher to go to seek help without fear of losing their job or letting down members of their team. By adding these mental health issues to the term injury under workers' compensation law, California will ensure its frontline first responders are being treated for these critical incident stresses related to their job duties. For these reasons, I ask you to sign SB 284 Stern for the benefit of 911 professionals like myself and those I work with every day. So we're asking for your help. That letter I read is a template that is available for anyone to use to send to the governor asking and urging for them to sign. You can just copy and paste this template into your personal email and edit it as you wish. Again, 911 dispatchers have a tough job. We listen to a lot of people's worst days, and we are often the first and last point of contact for someone during an emergency. We have come a long way in recognizing the job that 911 dispatchers do, but we still have a long way to go. And with the signing of this bill, we are taking a step in the right direction. Thank you. Thanks for joining us on today's episode of Let's Talk Dispatch. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube at The Raspy Dispatcher, follow us on Instagram, and check out Let's Talk Dispatch anywhere you listen to podcasts. I'll see you next time, and stay raspy.